Louder!
And it's time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what is going on, Gorehounds? Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore N More podcast. I'm your not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I'm bringing this shit show in alone. That's right. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror homies. Started off with that fucking dark Lord of Knowledge. We can't even see him. He's so
that
goddamn
black
dark.
screen of knowledge right there.
Chad Daddy, are you there? Chad Daddy, are you there? All right, we're gonna go. We'll come back.
Hey! Sex life.
That's a red
See that? Can you see that right there? Hold on.
Always.
I
say
all
it.
I see is wait. I know what that is.
Oh,
But I can't.
Oh, I know what it is.
It's so bright. It's
so
shining.
bright.
Very bright. Hold on.
You're good. But while he's doing, oh,
Well, baby,
wait a minute.
Gore
Hold on. Let me help him
What
out
does
here.
what does it
Let
say?
me help
Gore
you.
N More.
Hold on. Let me goddamn help you. All right.
Ah,
That is a lovely LED sign from his wife.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I didn't know you already got that shit.
It's so cool.
You like that shit, guys?
I'm so
I
glad
do
someone-
because
Dude.
yeah, it fucking looks awesome, man. So
Hey.
yeah, started off, we have the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chris.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scubacaba, the host, with the ghost, the dean of the deceased, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
and I am hyper as fuck and hype as fuck to talk about this goddamn movie.
Woo! That's awesome. All right, and we have that killing machine, but we love to call him that big old fucking meat mountain, Mr. Abe Amone.
Good evening, fuckers. This is gonna be a fueled episode, baby.
Hell yeah!
You guys gotta check out these awesome moons, by the way. Here, check this out.
Does it have? I guess my biggest question is:
Yeah.
does it have a sound? Does it have a sound mode?
No, but I'm wondering if you could get it as like an add-on.
Because you know,
Because there's
that
a
way if
dimmer
you're
that's
clapping
not-
that cheeks. Just
Here, look
fucking-
at
Yeah,
In case you want to have a,
that's what it would look
teaser.
like.
right there. Yeah, I mean, you could. I guess you could. You know, worst case, you could go at tempo. You know what I mean? You just fucking just read the light.
You know what though? For me at that speed, it would only be like 3 claps and that's it. I'm done.
And make it clap.
Me at that speed, I'm destroying something.
And we have that saucy Aussie all the way down from across the world, that doppelganger kangabanga, Mr. Brody Kane.
Thank y'all for having me once again, fellas.
Fucking
Much
right, bro.
appreciated.
Always, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to share this shit a little bit here.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing my
Oh
thing.
God, what
That's
am I
right,
doing?
just
I've
doing
gotta
my
share,
job.
Share too.
Oh,
so-
we're good. We're good. But yeah, today we're doing episode 282. What's up, Rich, Gene? Hello, fellas.
Good
What's
evening,
up, bro?
everybody.
And let's see, what is today? Today is wow, we're already in fucking March.
We are in
Hell yeah.
March.
Yes, sweet
March
fucking bar.
4th, 2024. And well, as you can tell from the fellas already, this is gonna be a very fun episode. I think we're all excited to talk about it. I don't think we're just gonna have to spread the love around so we're not just all talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But I'm sure if we wanted to, we could probably shit on this a little bit.
No.
We'll see. I said if we wanted
No.
to. If we wanted
I
It's got
don't.
my favorite
I-
line. It has my favorite line from any fucking Freddy Krueger. Okay,
prime
one
time.
of my favorite lines. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
It also
Personally,
has-
That's how you make a Freddy line, dude. You just got to add bitch to the
Bitch,
end
yeah.
of it, and you are good.
Only followed up by how sweet, dark meat.
That was a very 2003 thing, and I
Yeah.
love that it happened.
Only followed up by bon appetit, bitch.
Fucking right.
Bitch.
that is a good one.
Fucking A. But yeah, we're talking Nightmare 3 Dream Warriors. And I think we also have Heather joining us a little later, possibly. She
later,
has
yes.
joined us for the other 2 episodes, so figured why not keep it going. Other than that, I think we're going to skip Slice. However, we are going to hand it over to, or was that what you wanted to show, Chad Daddy?
That's what I want to show. That's,
Oh, okay.
but then I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna just open with it. Boom, there it is.
No, that's fair. That's awesome because the wifey actually messaged us all on the side to get our opinions.
I know, she
on
told
it.
me.
Yes, she did.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
It came Saturday, and so I was home sick all week. I was sick all fucking week, and I didn't do a goddamn thing. I barely left the couch. So, so when she took the kids to bowling, like I saw that there was a package coming, and I told her about it because I thought it might have been my license plate because I had to get a new license plate for my car.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Hold on, let me look." And she looked, and she's like, "Don't look at it. Nothing." She's like, "When it comes, just tell the mail lady to leave it on the porch and have Harper go out and cover it up with a blanket." I'm like, okay. So when she gets home, she runs upstairs and gets it ready. She calls me up. I'm like, okay. She calls me back to the basement, the bathroom, and she's like, "Stop right there. Close your eyes." So I close my eyes. She plugs it in, and all of a sudden it's just like, boom! Even through my eyelids, I just see this big, bright red flash. I'm like, holy shit!
Nice.
She's like, okay, open your eyes. I'm like,
Nice.
oh my god, I fucking love it.
So, did she show you the other options?
What other options?
Because there was a lot of
There was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there were a
There
lot
was
of
lot
different
of
fonts.
font options, color options, choice options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is what
We had a lot of input.
Yeah,
She,
this is what
she
we-
didn't show me everything, but
so
I'm
we,
quite happy with this.
you could have got blue, but we all I think unanimously
red.
said
Yeah,
red.
they're the red.
And you could have got a really manly font with it because there were some dope fonts.
No, we wanted the sexy porn writing.
We wanted the sexy
like it.
porn writing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you also could have got.
It works the best.
There was also a full sentence version, and we figured the stacked
Yeah.
was kind of it fits more for. That's what I was like. Is it going to be behind him during the show? If that's the answer, if it's not above his head, where the whole sentence would work, like that's fuck
That's
yeah,
better.
dude.
So we get it set up, and she's like, "Okay, I have a problem." She's like, "This works, and the dimmer switch is a separate module that you plug into it, right?"
Mhm.
So she's like, "It works, but
So, sir,
but
Hey,
when
there
I
she
plug in the
is.
dimmer, it doesn't work." She's like, "I press the button, it doesn't work." I'm like, okay, let me look at it. So I'm looking at it, and I read the paper and everything, and I'm sitting there pushing the buttons. Like, I don't know why it doesn't work. And then I flip it over. I'm like,
you got to pull.
"There's no batteries in the remote."
Oh.
that'll happen. Fucking A. Nice, dude. That thing looks sweet, man.
It does. Like I said, I just love the modes because this one's
Yes, he does, Steph. We need to
You,
know the
uh,
struggles.
Dear Melody, take note on awesome gifts because that's awesome right there.
Look, you
yes,
can
he
make it look
does.
like it. You can make it look like it's a malfunctioning neon sign like that.
That's fucking cool.
That's cool.
So,
I love this one that pulses.
what I'm going to ask you to do, Chad Daddy, if you could after the show, is take a nice little video, dude. Throw it in the discussion,
yes, please.
do that.
or you'll even throw it on our Instagram. Fucking A, dude. It looks sweet. So, fuck yeah. And
But I'm gonna
Steph-
leave it on
hell yeah.
solid because you can actually see the words a little better on solid.
What did Boss Man have? Pussy
Um,
Palace?
Yeah,
Pussy
Pussy
Palace.
Palace.
Yeah.
I have on air, but you can't see it. It's red, so
And I'm sorry, but Gore N More beats Pussy Palace. Come on, that's the name.
Well, that's the show.
Well, yeah, that's the
dude.
name of the
Like,
show.
And you know what?
But I mean, I do
Even
love.
once this finally all
Wow.
wraps up and everything, that's still a fucking awesome thing to have on the goddamn
yeah.
wall. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sorry, guys. This
Oh,
that
you're
cough
fine,
I'm
dude. You're good. Chad
I
Daddy
actually
and
broke my
Scoops are
cunt.
both under the weather a little bit. So thanks for riding the storm, boys.
on.
I
No,
did
no
say
problem.
I'm-
So what, what'd you say there, Brody?
So we're good.
I used to have one of them saying cunt, and then I broke it.
You broke it.
Yeah, well, it won't work anymore, which is a shame. But yeah,
I said cunt and mate in one sentence this weekend,
Hey,
and I
yeah.
was like, "Yeah, Brody, rubbing off on me."
that'll happen, dude.
Did you use it as like a form of checkmate?
No, fucking the other DJ was being a little crybaby bitch. I said, "Look here, mate, don't be such a cunt."
yes. Officially
Fair enough.
Australian.
Yeah, right? That's like honorary right there.
Now you
All
got to
right.
fight a huntsman spider.
No,
No,
I quit.
God,
I quit.
no.
I really
He's like, I'm done.
So once again, we're gonna skip Slice a little bit. I know we've been bantering here and there, but this is nobody's pick. This is a group pick, I would say. So who read the last one of these? Do we remember?
Did we
What do
let
we
Brody
do?
read it? No, I read it because that was my
Yeah.
pick.
You read number 2?
Oh, number 2. No, I don't remember who read number 2.
I couldn't tell you.
It might have been
Chad
Heather.
Daddy did. No, I think Chad Daddy did, or maybe Heather.
Well,
Brody,
It's one of
you
the-
take
yeah,
it,
it was one
Brody.
of them.
you know what?
No,
Why
that's
don't
what
you-
it.
Look, you came all the way from Australia to be here with us on
Fucking
the
right.
show.
Yes, in the
First of all,
morning.
I was gonna say, thank you, Bob. That's what I was gonna
In
add. I was
the
like, it's in the
morning.
morning. Let's add
We're
that.
all ready to go to bed. He's like, I just fucking started my day, and this is how I
I'm
do
still
it.
trying to wake up. So
You ain't
Yeah.
lying on me. I'm in
Coffee,
my
you
pajama
cunts.
pants ready to go. Fucking
right.
A.
Let's dive into this. And so the plot rundown. Born the bastard son of 100 maniacs, demented killer Freddy Krueger is back for fresh victims in his hallucinatory shocker co-written by original creator Wes Craven. The last of the Elm Street kids are now at a psychiatric ward where Freddy haunts their dreams with unspeakable horrors. Their only hope is a dream researcher and fellow survivor Nancy Thompson, who helps them battle the supernatural psycho on his own hellish turf. Directed by the man himself, Chuck Russell, The Blob, Eraser. Written by Wes Craven, Swamp Thing, Pulse, Bruce Wagner, Young Love, White Dwarf, Frank Darabont, The Blob, The Fly 2, Fuck Yes, and Chuck Russell, Dreamscape, Paradise City. Produced by Robert Shea, The Hidden, Critters 2, Sarah Risher, My Demon Lover, and Surf Ninjas.
Fuck yes, Surf Ninjas.
Fuck yeah, I forgot about that movie.
Never
Banger.
seen it, but
Classy.
That's the Troma one, right?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Surf
Surf
Nazis.
Surf Nazis Must Die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a great film.
I'll say totally different fucking style surf movie. But yeah. Fucking A. Thanks, Brody. Bob.
No worries.
starring Heather Langenkamp. Just the 10. Is that supposed to be just 2 of us, or is it 10 of us?
Just the 10 of us.
Okay, just making sure.
Of us.
The
up, Jamie?
demon little list as Nancy Thompson, Craig Wasson, Ghost Story body double as Dr. Neil Gordon, Patricia Arquette, The Romance, Stigmata as Kristen Parker, Robert Englund, what hasn't he done?
What?
The Batman, Spectacular Spider-Man as Freddy Krueger, Ken Sagos, Project X, Death by Dialogue as Roland Kincaid, Rodney Eastman, Deadly Weapon, I Spit on Your Grave as Joey Crusoe, Jennifer Rubin, Bad Dreams, The Crush as Taryn White, Bradley Gregg, Stand By Me, Fire in the Sky as Philip Anderson, Ira Hayden, Illegally Yours, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark as Will Stanton, Larry Fishburne, Man of Steel, Ant-Man and the Wasp as Max Daniels.
Larry?
Larry Fishburne. He was Larry Fishburne in this.
Was this pre
Yeah,
Playhouse?
yeah, yes. No.
No.
Pee-wee's Playhouse was 80.
Yeah, Pee-wee's Playhouse was before this.
Yeah.
For
And then this was
Playhouse
80
was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It started in
86,
like 84, 85.
86.
Was it 86? Okay. Yeah.
And this was 80.
Okay.
This was 87.
So he was already Cowboy Curtis.
He was already Cowboy
Curtis.
Curtis.
Yeah. Fucking A, dude. All right. Sorry, Bob.
No, it's okay. Penelope Sudrow, Dead Man Walking After Midnight as Jennifer Caulfield, John Saxon, Mitchell, Beverly Hills Cop 3 as Donald Thompson, Priscilla Pointer, Carrie, Chud 2, Bud and the Chud as
No.
Dr. Elizabeth.
Bud the Chud.
Bud the
Bud the
Chud.
Chud, you heathen.
Bud the Chud.
Oh, I said it
You
wrong.
heathen.
Get used to it. As Dr. Elizabeth Sims. Total body count of 6.
All right.
By the way, Bud the Chud is way superior to the original Chud.
It is. It is.
Did we review that one?
We have not done Chud.
We haven't
two.
done Bud the
Okay, I
Chud.
was like, I haven't seen that one either.
I haven't
No,
seen it in
I
a while,
haven't.
but
I've
remember,
never
like,
seen that either, Bob. I'm saying
It is fantastic and it's cheesy glory.
Yeah.
So, Chad, would you want to do it, or you want John or someone else?
I can do this. I can talk little bits in here and there. It's not bad, but if I go too long, I'll start coughing.
Go for
Music by Angelo Badalamenti, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Cabin Fever. Cinematography by Roy H. Wagner, 9 Deaths of the Ninja, Return to Horror High. Edited by Terry Stokes, The Blob, Critters 3. Effects and makeup by Peter Chesney, Waterworld, Men in Black, but we also had Screaming Mad George work on this. Kevin
He
Yeager.
worked on this one, or was it 4? Oh, it was both.
He did some on this.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And of course, lovely production design by Mr. Mick Strawn himself.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did some on this, but he really took over for 4.
All right.
Distributed by New Line Cinema, runtime in 96 midgets, rated R, budget of $4.5 mil, grossed $44.8 mil.
Damn.
Not bad. Not fucking bad.
And you know something? I'll say this about the grossed. Honestly, I feel this, in my personal opinion, I feel this one should have and could have grossed more than 4. But
Yes.
that's just me. This is probably my favorite. I'll say it.
Should
Four,
have different, but
4 wouldn't have made as much money if not for this one.
I agree, 100%.
And this
This
is the
is-
third highest behind 4 and Freddy vs. Jason. That's the big one.
makes sense though.
Yeah.
I mean, that long in the running, plus the 2 big titans coming up
Yeah.
there. I
And
mean,
I know-
I saw it 3 times that summer alone. Fuck it.
I know we said like for me, this is my favorite incarnation of Freddy, and to me, the scariest Freddy. Not necessarily look wise. He just goes back to the sinister of part 1 in this. Like 2, he was a little more campy. This was like he's minimal talking still, but he still has the great sayings he has. They weren't too over the top still, except for primetime bitch. I don't know. He just
I thought he was a little bit more
he
campy in this
oozed.
one. Than
He was a little more campy. in this. And did
See,
you,
I feel the opposite.
No, this is when the campiness started to kick in, and it was still terrifying. Though he was still creepy as shit. But this is when the campiness started to kind of come out of Freddy.
Yes.
Specific scene for full campiness in this movie is the wheelchair in the hallway scene.
No, yeah,
Still awesome.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Great scene.
But I mean, the idea of a killer wheelchair is, you know what I mean? And just
I don't know.
what he's
I think Philip as the puppet was probably the.
That is the
Really?
the most terrifying scene. in
I
this movie.
love that, dude.
So-
I'm not
that's
saying
a-
bad, but that's really for me. That's what.
See, I didn't feel cheese from that one.
No,
That's
I-
interesting.
Well,
I
I mean,
feel
me-
more
it's kind of a
terrifying.
cheesy way. It's kind of a cheesy way to kill somebody. You turn them
It was
into
the
fucking
Freddy.
meat
The
puppet.
Freddy is the puppeteer at the
see-
top of it. Is what.
See, I feel it's more terrifying because it feels the most painful because you're
It does. Don't get me wrong.
peeling. You're peeling, and I'm like, oh,
Well, not only that,
hurts.
but it
I-
also
I
makes.
think-
Oh, go ahead, Brody.
Oh no, I was going to say I think the cheesiest moment for me personally would be the what's wrong, Joey, feeling a little tongue tied.
That
spits
one.
out.
Yeah, but see,
Definitely.
and that's the
Okay.
shit. I love
So,
that Freddy though.
It's,
We can
it's
all-
still great, but it borders on that dark humor element
right,
about
it does.
Like it's
So we
still
can-
dark humor.
We can all agree that Freddy was making out with a dude, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
And that was
That's correct.
supposed
Come
to
on.
be. Originally, you were supposed to see her with a Freddy.
Listen,
head on,
when we
too.
know that he's a child molester, they don't actually specifically say which children. You know,
This is true.
I don't think he really has
No.
a preference. Well, actually, no. What? Wait. If you go by the remake, he does have a
Uh,
preference because Nancy was his favorite.
Well,
favorite, but that
True.
still doesn't mean he didn't give. Yeah, I can't even say it, dude. No, right.
I don't
He
know.
was a rock spider.
This movie just oozes for me greatness. With
Oh,
its cheese,
absolutely.
it just oozes it.
I mean, it starts right off, dude.
Dude,
like-
the soundtrack
hard.
alone is fucking.
So, I wish we got a little bit more Snake Freddy. I would like. I kind of wish that came back at the end a little bit.
Snake Freddy was always
What?
creepy.
I
Penis
loved it,
Freddy.
dude. Yeah, man. Penis Freddy. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, for sure.
So I
Yeah.
made Sam sit down and watch this with me because I was like, "Have you ever seen part 3?" She's like, "Dad, I don't even think I've ever seen part 1." And I'm like, "What?" So I made her sit down and watch it with me, and she's not one for body horror. She just can't. She can't do it in horror movies. So when
oh, so the
puppet-
puppeteer. Yeah, that makes sense.
she had her eyes covered, she was like, "Oh my god!" And so she's watching it. And then they showed the close up of his feet, and I'm like, "Look!" And she looks, and she's like, "I can't, Dad. I can't watch it." But it was so cool fucking watching it with her because we had that father-daughter time. Mel was putting Charlie to sleep. So I just got to sit there with Sam and we got to watch one of my all-time favorite fucking movies. And just from the get-go, this movie just has a completely different tone than what we got in part 2.
Mhm.
And I
100%.
love it. you know, and I love it. And you do get, you know, I always feel like the Freddy in part 2 is just kind of, I don't know, he doesn't fit the vibe for me when it comes to Freddy.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel that it really pays its respects to the OG and builds upon that with everything, like with more lore. and
Yeah,
just
so it
make
almost kind of
it
skips
better.
the second one. Although, was there did we get a little reference of the second one with the puppet? Because didn't that have, and also the skeleton, because didn't it have like claw fingers?
Yeah,
It did have claw fingers.
So I didn't know if that was supposed to be like a thing, or I just personally took it as that, I guess.
I also
and I love that we get Nancy back. Finally, you know, we get to see that she didn't die at the end of part 1.
And she be looking
did you-
damn good too with her fucking
She did.
hair.
Like,
it kind of morbid, but I thought she looked like really, really cute at the funeral scene when she had her hair pulled back.
yeah.
Chad Daddy's Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers.
Funeral crasher.
So I did notice something that I had never noticed before watching this movie. The car that his body was in.
Is that the car from the end?
Was it not the same
No,
car that
no.
was?
I don't know. It was just
No,
red.
the-
but...
no.
Same body style.
No, but no. The one in this movie is a Cadillac. The first movie is not a Cadillac.
Right.
That is so they legitimately. Yeah, no. I thought the same thing when I first time ago.
Okay,
I'm
because
like,
the fins kind of look the same in the back. You can't really tell what kind of fucking car it is.
That was
Well-
pretty common for those cars back then, though.
I say if you look at the one that's just in the junkyard, they're a lot more pointy. Cadillac was always much more pointy.
I thought that would have been a cool nod to the end of part 1. Had it been the same style of car, because then it would have made sense why that car turned into Freddy.
Yep.
And I know it's got its campy moments, but this movie to me, it's dark in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, we've seen the kids struggle in like the first movie, but you really see these kids struggle with, okay, you got to watch me while I'm sleeping, because if I fucking whimper, please, I cannot.
But I feel like that's because of the setting that it's in. They're in a hospital, so they're more confined. It's not like they're in the scenes are in a different house. All these kids are down the same hallway in a hospital.
Yeah.
They're already dealing with what they're being told is basically mental issues. You know, nobody's believing them that they're having this dream. They're just chopping it up to a psychosis that they're all having together. And so I love the fact that when Nancy shows up and she's like, no, like this is legit. This is really happening.
And Freddy uses their dark history that put him into that hospital against them in their dreams. Obviously,
Fucking
Taryn's
right,
there
dude.
for drug
Yeah.
issues, and he uses that against her to kill her. And it's very dark,
Makes
but
it-
it
makes
works
it-
so well.
Mhm.
Makes
And
sense.
even what Gene said here, Freddy's mom is a ghost who was raped by a bunch of madmen. Because this is the first time she's ever introduced. Like, if that alone just doesn't make you go, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know.
Yeah, I
what
wonder, like,
could.
at the writing table, like, which writer came up with, like, you know what, man, Freddy should be the spawn of a gangbang.
Damn.
I'm going to bet either that was Darabont or Wes Craven was like, you know, something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was it Craven, dude, or was it like, I don't know,
Oh,
man.
believe
know-
me, as dark as some of the elements of this movie are, the original script was way darker. And
Yeah.
Bobby will get to that
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff.
Original script of
Yeah.
this movie.
This,
Yeah,
yeah.
Wes Craven's
Well,
original script was super dark.
They made him write out a full one, and then
Spit
you
on
know
the
everybody
grave.
else added in later.
Oh,
But
ew.
when we get to that,
No.
we'll talk about it.
Spit on your grave is just no. So obviously this was not our first watch all around.
Ooh.
No, not at
No,
all.
this was my introduction into the horror genre. This was the very first
Nice.
horror.
That's what I
fucking
want to
film.
hear, man.
This was my
Suicide.
intro to Freddy.
So, having an older brother definitely has its perks, because him and his mates would always borrow out these VHSs back in the day, and I would sit there and watch them. And I come in on this as my very first horror film, scared the absolute living fuck out of me. I had to wait outside, like until he was finished watching
How old
this.
were you, by the way?
I think I was about 5 or 6.
Oh shit,
Because
you were
he's-
young. No fucking
Yeah, so, so he's 6 years older than me. So he was, into all this shit and introduced me to a lot of it. And then
That's awesome.
and then I went back, and maybe I think I can't remember exactly when I went back and watched it again, but that it was that love of horror and metal crossover that meant everything back to me back then. This was the film that introduced metal and horror sort of to me. Yeah, and I love the fucking premise. I love how the film dealt with the sense of realism. Like after watching it today, like just exploring like what Steve was saying, that psychosis of these characters and how the dreams work in this Freddy universe. I think it all makes sense. It works extremely well. And it's like they really took the time to develop a fucking well thought out script using, elements of the first film that really made that film and expand on that, like we were saying before. It's a completely different tone shift into this Freddy story compared to number 2. Not saying number 2's fucking bad at all. I really like it, but it does feel like it does skip that to a degree, maybe bringing back familiar characters from the first film. I don't know. It's just very well paced. Just fucking badass. It's like every scene in this film has that one badass moment. It's like it's never dull. It's constantly giving us a fantastic story throughout each scene. Like it really all makes sense how it ties in. But yeah, like when I watched this as a kid, like I said, it really scared the fuck out of me. But what I really loved about it, and I think what intrigued me, was the puppet scene, how Freddy comes through the puppet and then kills, is it Philip? I think that's what really drew me back to watching this eventually. And then ever since then, I've been fucking hooked. But yeah,
I do love that scene, man. That is like my go-to.
It's solid.
Which is funny that, well, I mean, I guess I could see, like, is the cheesiness the puppet part of it, or is it like the whole thing for you, Chad? I guess
it's Freddy. It's the last scene of Freddy at the top holding the strings on his hand like a puppeteer. That's the cheesiness for me.
See, I like that. I don't know. I can still see where you're saying though, like it's on the line or level at least for sure.
See, that to me makes it scarier, just because you see him with this shit-eating grin, like,
yep,
and then go fuck yourself, kid. I mean, come on.
But you know what? What I like about this one is we get the dreams back again. It's kind of what part 2 was missing. Part 2 was missing the dream aspect. It was missing the nightmare part. Yes. So while, yes, he's kind of in our world in this one, or in their world in this one, when, he's doing the whole puppeteer thing, it's still via a dream. So while he's able to control what's going on the outside with making this kid, and he already has sleepwalking issues. So,
which is like a perfect way to kill him. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And the thing with Freddy above, when he cuts the strings and he falls, that's just for us. We're the only ones. The kids don't see that. Nobody else sees that.
Yeah.
What do you think Philip's dreams powers would have been?
I think he would have been like a master carver.
Puppet master.
I think he would have been good with,
or
that, or you would have been good with knives. One of the two.
I can see him being a puppet master and then just controlling those 3 puppets that he had on the wall or something like that.
Jennifer's the one that died in the TV, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
What would her power have been?
Yeah, good call.
The ability to doze on a couch and instantaneous.
The cigarette master.
You know what part I found fucked up is when Nancy goes back to the hospital, right? To try to see the kids, and what the hell's his name? Larry Fishburne's fucking character, Max. She's like, Max, just let me see the kids. And he's like, okay, they're in the TV room. Their friend just fucking died in that room, and you're putting them in the fucking TV room.
No. Let's add to that. When we go to the TV room, the TV's gone. But the fucking burn is still there.
Jesus,
like,
Christ,
that's
paint it
for
over.
Ash.
Like, can we get some fucking paint
at
on
least
the wall?
At least put a blanket over it. Something.
Yes, something like, geez.
Can't hose that shit down real quick.
But,
it's just
or paint it.
I did catch a fuck up back to the bones in the trunk scene. How was the claw there? If Nancy's mom had the claw,
was the claw there?
The claw was in the trunk. Yes, it was. It was in the trunk. When he opens the trunk, the claw is right there next to the body.
I guess I never noticed that.
I honestly didn't notice that one.
Well, that's what
I'm willing to bet they probably thought we wouldn't.
That's why I thought the skeleton just had like Freddy 2 style, where it was like
that's what I thought
too. The claw came through.
It looked like they were. It looked like they were part of the bone.
Go back and watch that scene again. The claw is laying in the trunk.
Well, something, now that you mention that, there was a figure that they made and they gave that skeleton, it has the claw on the skeleton.
Yep.
So, yeah, okay. Now that, yeah.
And maybe we just don't see the actual glove on the skeleton because of the way it was animated.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the claw was in the trunk. And I sat there and I thought to myself, well, if Nancy's mom had the fucking claw in the furnace, how the fuck did the fucking claw get in the trunk?
Remember, Freddy had more than one claw, so
He did.
That's true.
That's why in each one it's just all a different one because he just leaves them fucking everywhere.
Speaking
He's
of
like, I use
Freddy,
this one to kill this kid. I use this one to kill this kid.
speaking of Freddy, though, I will say I stand by what I'm about to say. In horror movie history, in terms of exposition, this movie, out of the millions of horror movies we got, is the one and true best exposition on a killer because it's simple, but it gets the point across without saying too much.
So you know what? I'm gonna agree with Gene. Dad could have easily cleaned up after the events of number 1 and moved the shit to the.
No, because
Why?
he says I haven't been here for so long, I don't remember where it's at.
Well, we don't know the. What's the year difference between the first? And the next?
6 years.
6 years.
That could be a long time.
He's also a drinker. You can forget.
he also couldn't have put the glove there because the glove was still in the house in part 2.
Yeah.
Damn it! All right. All right. But I was with you, Gene.
But I want to say this movie, like this, sets the iconic look of Freddy for everyone. Like when you think of Freddy, this is the Freddy version that you think of.
Yep.
The makeup was done perfectly, and I noticed this above all the other movies. Is you get more of Robert's actual voice coming.
Yes,
through.
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring that up. His voice, but in some scenes, you can tell that they have like the voice effect on.
Yep.
But in
little bit,
other scenes, it's just Robert doing the voice, and even that to me is more terrifying because that's his human voice. That's what he would have sounded like.
I
killing
especially
these
noticed.
kids.
Go ahead.
Perfect scene is when he kills Will and he's like, well, when you wake up, and then it cuts back to him. Sorry, kid, I don't believe in fairy tales.
Yep.
That scene alone,
Yep.
perfect for that.
Another one where you really get Robert's actual voice is when he turns back from the nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. That's right.
But yeah, the makeup of this is all point. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's like really little attentions to detail that you might not notice. Like when Kristen goes into the bathroom, and it looks like she slit her wrist. You know, and the
Yeah. In the
did you
beginning.
notice that the sink pipes formed bones?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
always loved that. That was always like one of the coolest effects.
You know what part?
And I feel
always-
like that goes unappreciated.
What part always scared me, and it's not even a scary part, really. It's when she's having that first dream sequence and she's running in the hall with that little girl and she gets stuck, and the little girl, put me down, you're hurting me. And she looks down and it's a skeleton. I don't know why that always freaks me the fuck out. Like it just,
Because it's set up well, dude.
and
Yeah.
it was like, it was an actually terrifying scene. You
Now,
know?
what terrifies me is the scene right at the end when Freddy comes out behind the boiler and he's just carrying a doll for no reason.
Yeah,
and
for
then
no
just-
reason.
Yeah.
What was he doing with that doll?
He was
I
having
need
fun.
to know.
He was just
You-
having
you
fun.
Sniffing it.
You know, Steve,
something.
that scene you just mentioned, I remember that scene vividly. I had nightmares of that scene as
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I was waking up screaming. I was like,
No, it's just a creepy thought that you're holding a real child and all of a sudden you look down and it's just a corpse. Like, I don't know, it just freaked me out.
I mean, the way she was running down that hall, though, clearly it was doll.
yeah.
'Cause that baby would have been hurting.
Yeah.
So is this almost a, how do I want to ask this? Would you consider this almost like a prequel to like Freddy versus Jason? Like
Well,
specifically
Hypnosil.
without the,
Yeah.
I would say they all are.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
guess
mean-
they all are. This one, I mean, like more directly though. I guess
I
just
would
'cause
say-
the
I
ward
would
and
say
shit.
Yes.
I would say lore wise, yes.
Yeah,
Because we get the whole dream. This is what introduces the
The
dream
hypnosil and
suppressant,
everything.
the hypnosil. You
and that's
know,
a huge
and
part of Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
what
Is
I
this
mean?
Western Hills?
Yes.
No. Is it?
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
that would be dope if it.
yeah, I think it
seems
is.
like
It's
should
Western
be.
Hills. Yeah.
So essentially, they go
Yeah,
back to
full
the same
circle.
location. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's even better, dude. I never knew that. Man, that makes Freddy versus Jason that much fucking better now. I already love that movie. It's a guilty pleasure. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to generally discuss?
I had one question, and I might
ahead.
be looking into this way too fucking much. And please tell me if it's a stupid fucking question.
Let's
'cause I
go.
was half asleep. But do you think that Freddy sees Philip as an intelligent threat to him, and that's why he kills him first? And I only ask this because essentially he's the only one that speaks up in that, you know, that little group circle where they first introduce Nancy, and he has something smart to say in the group before he's dead, and that's why he had to attack Philip. So Philip actually says to the group, he's like, he brings it all up that they all share the same dream demon, but that this was before they all met, you know?
Yeah.
So how is it that they all know of this guy when they've never met each other, but they all share the same dream? And then the stupid Dr. Elizabeth's bitch or whatever her name is, she just brushes it off. And I thought that it was really interesting. Yeah. And I thought it was really interesting how Philip brings that up into the group and then they all brush it off. But then Freddy ends up killing him first because of something smart that he had to say to warn the others.
Well, you know, and it that does make sense. Like your point of view on that does make sense because it's like Nancy in the first one. She's the one who starts to figure it out. She starts piecing it all together, and she's the one that brings, you know, or tries to bring everybody together to start fucking Freddy up. So maybe he's thought of that, and that's why he did. Because had he already seen Nancy at this point, or no? He hadn't seen Nancy yet, right?
No,
he had. She'd come into his room, and then those two had met because Kincaid was sitting on the bed.
That's right. Yeah. So. And I feel that was like a big shock and that's why when Freddy sees her, he's like, you like, fuck, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
And the other weird part is, I know we touched on it, but I'll just real quick. We touched on the hypnosil. It's the only time it's ever mentioned until we get back to Freddy versus Jason, which I find so.
I was going to ask that because, like,
it's never mentioned in. It's never mentioned in 4, 5, 6. It's never mentioned again, and because I don't know. I call this the dark movie because I think it is. Because then the next one's very light. You don't hear the talk of drugs keeping you up necessarily. You hear of powers keeping you in a dream because that's what it turns into. But the drug's never mentioned again, which I find so interesting.
Well, the drug didn't keep them up. The drug just stopped them from dreaming.
Or not keep. Yeah, that's it. But I'm like, you never
which,
hear.
To be
about
fair,
it again.
come on, guys, this is the '80s. They could have just smoked a fucking bowl before going to bed, and they probably would have been fine.
Or had some trippy ass fucking Freddy dreams.
Nah, man, weed suppresses your REM dreams, dude. I feel like that's when Freddy would hit you, wouldn't it? Because that's when your dream state. That's when your dream state starts as REM sleep. So I don't know.
It
That's
didn't
what I
work
would
for Spencer in Freddy's Dead.
He's fucking bouncing it. That's such a great scene.
Freddy got him high though. Was he already? He already had to be sleeping though, right?
I don't remember if he was sleeping or not. Honestly,
He was smoking a massive bowl, and then he was like sort of half asleep on the couch. And then
that'll happen.
Carlos pops up through the TV.
That'll happen.
No, he was asleep on the couch because remember the TV suddenly came on and it woke him up.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Carlos is in the TV going, Spencer, let me out.
Word. All right. No, that was a good question, Brody. I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Any other questions, homies? Or otherwise, we can do a little behind the scenes, see what Bobby and Chad Daddy got.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go for it. All right. Well, we're going to kick it off. On the VHS release, the music video for Dokken's Dream Warriors appeared after the credits. The video contains many scenes from the movie and ends when the band vanquishes Freddy, causing him to wake up from his nightmare and ask, "Who were those guys?"
You know, I'll
pick and choose.
I was so mad that the video was not incled on the DVD. And
you know what? I never even looked for that.
I think it's on the bonus disc.
I think you're right.
The box set.
Okay, because I was saying it's not on the main disc.
No, it's not on the main disc.
All right, continuing on. I'm going to kind of jump around. We have a lot, but jump into
That's all
this
good,
next
dude.
one.
We like good chunky information.
According to Wes Craven, he decided early on that there had to be a group of people fighting Freddy because the souls of his previous victims had made him too strong for one person alone. I love that concept. The idea for the mental hospital treating the Dream Warriors was not just some riff on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but instead inspired by real-life establishments. At the time, there was kind of a movement of such places that even advertised on TV, as quoted. Send us your troubled child and we'll make them okay. And essentially, they were like prisons or insane asylums.
Lobotomies.
Bobby, you skipped my favorite one, so go back to that one.
Yep, I'll get it. The second one?
I think it's hilarious, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love this. Ken Sagos stated in an interview that he really didn't want to audition for the role of Kincaid, but his agent talked him into going. On the day of his audition, he walked in heavy rain to catch a bus to the location. He showed up completely drenched and had to sit and wait for a few hours due to the auditions running late. When it was his turn, director Chuck Russell told him, "Do whatever you want to do." Sagos was so frustrated and mad about the whole ordeal, and he yelled, "Fuck you," and then proceeded to scream and cuss out Russell. He was hired immediately.
That's fucking dope. But you know what? I love his character so much because he is that troubled teen. Like that right there, like his performance, you know, and some of his lines were kind of wonky or whatever, but he pulled off that troubled fucking teen very, very fucking well.
Well, I also just love how he says, "Fuck you." Like the way he says it with that high-pitched yell, I'm like, that's great.
I just realized the way he got that job is the same way Costanza got the job for the New York Yankees.
Yeah. Hire this man.
Fucking right, dude.
Okay. Jennifer Rubin was told by some of her fans that her character of Taryn had caused them to quit drugs, and the actress is very proud of that fact.
That's fucking awesome.
Damn.
Yeah.
Her little arm mouths always creep me out too.
Oh,
that shit makes me
the noise they make.
Yeah.
Squelching. Squelching.
Probably was squelching. I hadn't turned the subtitles on. It probably said that.
I feel like it might have, honestly.
No, it does. It does.
I wish the effect for that was meant to happen. Like it was, they tried to make her head explode, but it wouldn't happen, so they just cut it.
Yep.
Oh, really? Yeah, that would be, I don't know. I just like Freddy, like fucking having his eyes roll back in his head, like he's fucking getting off on it.
Orgasm.
Fucking right, dude. Shooting the load. Bob?
Wes Craven's original premise of the film involved Freddy invading the real world and haunting the actors and crew responsible for our Nightmare on Elm Street films. This idea was inspired by Return to Horror High, 1987, which was another meta horror movie at the time. However, it was rejected by the studio for being too ambitious, though Craven would later use it for New Nightmare in 1994.
And thankfully he did, because I love that movie.
Love New Nightmare, man.
I can't wait till we get to that one, too. Okay. For 1 week during filming, Robert Englund was working 24 hours every day. By day, he was wrapping up filming on his television series Downtown and then would report to a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 set at night.
Was the series the Freddy series?
No, it's just called
Downtown.
Oh.
1986.
I thought you meant like he just had to go down.
Involved.
Probably.
I like this one. For the dream sequence in which Dick Cavett is interrupted by Freddy Krueger, Sally Kellerman was originally in the script as the guest, but Cavett was then allowed to pick the person he'd be interviewing. He picked Zaza Gabor because he thought she was thought she was the dumbest person he had ever met in his life.
Wow.
And he'd never have her on his show in real life. So if there was one person he wanted to see killed by Freddy, it was her.
You know, I had to explain to Sam who Zaza Gabor was because she had no fucking absolutely.
You know what the weird part is like I know who she is, but I don't know why I know who she is.
Yeah, exactly. Same
I don't
thing.
know why
That's what I
she's
told Sam.
famous.
That's what I told Sam. I said, I know who she is.
That's all I think.
But I don't know why she's famous.
Kind of like the Kardashians.
Exactly. And that's what I told her. I was like, think of it as like Kim Kardashian getting killed by Freddy Krueger. Kind of the same concept.
I'd love to see.
Pretty much.
That'd be wonderful.
Yo, okay. So I know we said no crazy side notes, but this actually does kind of pertain to Nightmare. And I want to ask your boys this question. Not specifically about this movie, but supposedly, and we've talked about who we envisioned for a new Freddy. Supposedly, talks are for oh my god, I'm brain for Devin Sawa. Thoughts?
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel.
I
on
mean,
that.
he looks.
Maybe. I
mean, if you look at him in the Chucky series,
I'm actually watching season 3 right now.
His-
and
see,
it's
I haven't
not too
watched it.
bad.
I haven't not watched that. So
I've
his,
only
his
seen
facial
seconds- first
structure.
season.
I mean, he might be able to pull it off. I
Yeah?
mean,
Honestly, I would need to be like, I need test makeup. That's the only way I would be like,
No,
yeah, you could pull it.
I don't even want to see. Look at everybody crying about the Crow right now. I don't fucking send anything with test makeup. Just give us the fucking movie.
I mean,
I don't know. That's
first of all, dude, that's the problem with any like studio is they're
Yeah.
gonna try to put some feelers out there just to so they don't, you know what I mean, like lose something where they're dropping. But that's the thing is, you don't need a shit ton of make it practical. You know what I mean? Make it legit and keep it under a tight budget. That's how you're
Yeah.
always gonna get your best fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is kind of put them in a box a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a fucking tough one, Devon Sayer. I still like Kevin Bacon, but he's getting a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah,
where
he is.
Devon is a bit younger.
I'm still all for Nick Cage myself, but that's just me.
Well,
That's a whole different version of Freddy right there. for sure.
isn't that new movie that he's in? He's actually portraying a Freddy Glove. It's called Dream Scenario or something.
Oh,
It's a new Nick
wait.
Cage movie called Dream Scenario.
Well, there's
It has a
that
Freddy
other-
Glove.
what's
in
that
it.
other one that he's coming out where he's a serial killer? Long Legs, right? Or Daddy Long Legs or something like that?
That's
Yeah,
just
Long
called Long-
Legs. Yes,
yeah.
Long Legs.
but he
right?
looks like Buffalo Bill. Like
Yeah, that kind of gives me that vibe. You didn't really see him in the trailer for that one, but yeah, I wanted to bring that up. My buddy sent it to me the other day, but it was just from a post and it said Devin Sawa. He said he would love to volunteer, so I guess he's just throwing his name out.
Yeah, that's what I looked at. Yeah, that's what it says right. That he volunteers to play Freddy Krueger.
So
Fucking give him a chance. I mean,
Gene said Ethan Hawke. I don't think that's a bad call.
Ethan
that's
Hawke,
actually not
actually,
a
he
fucking
could work-
bad
that's
idea.
not a
He
bad
could
choice.
work.
Wow.
but would he do it?
Probably.
Yeah.
I reckon he would. I reckon he would.
No.
Maybe.
Wait, Ethan Hawke, he did Sinister, right?
Yes, he did.
And
Yeah,
the Black
He also
Phone.
did Black Phone.
Black Phone, okay.
Maybe.
I didn't care for Black Phone as much, but
I liked it.
it was okay.
It could be like a Heath Ledger scenario. Everyone slammed him for being the Joker. And then when they seen him as the Joker in the movie, they're like, oh my God. Like,
I
Yeah, but I don't want to
literally-
see somebody take it too far that way.
no,
either,
but
you know what I
but
mean?
it could be like that.
But yeah, but you know, when they
Devin
released
Sawa-
the photo of the makeup for the Joker that Heath Ledger was going to be, people bitched and complained, oh, that's not what the Joker looks like. The scars look stupid. And now everybody's like, well, there's never been a better Joker than fucking Heath Ledger.
There you go.
Debatable, but still.
Well, yeah.
I still like Nicholson. He's still my Joker for me,
Yeah.
but I do love Ledger. I'm not going to say I don't. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw in that quick side note because it was something nightmare related. Other than that, Bob, I'm going to throw it back to you, homie.
All right. Wes Craven had nothing to do with the first sequel, A Nightmare 2, and he didn't want A Nightmare on Elm Street to spawn a franchise. He also disliked Freddy's Revenge for its substandard script and the liberties it took to having Freddy Krueger appear outside of people's dreams.
Yep.
When the second film outgrossed the original but was critically panned, the studio was unsure whether they wanted to continue the franchise. Craven was asked for new ideas, so he came on board with the intention to expand his original concept and write a conclusion to the series. It could have ended here. I would have been happy, honestly. He had
The
to
Ho Train.
he had to decline the director's chair because of his commitment to Deadly Friend, 1986.
Oh, I love that
Ironically, Craven's script would be rewritten so much that a lot of the reasons I had agreed to do the picture were taken away. Even more so, the success of Dream Warriors ultimately prompted 4 more sequels and the crossover with Friday the 13th series, Freddy vs. Jason. So this whole series happened because of this third movie,
Hell
which
yeah.
is a much more fitting end for Freddy than Freddy's Dead. Just saying.
Kids.
Right. Fuck it, man. Freddy's Dead. Dude, Freddy's Dead is probably the one I feel like that's the one I haven't seen in the longest amount of time, honestly.
I know.
That's the one where he gets blown up, right?
Yeah, that's his death.
That's Tom Arnold one, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Good old Tom Arnold.
All right, these next 3 in a row are some good ones. Kristen comes across a classic nightmarish image of a roasted pig on a table, and then it comes to life and growls at her. They actually roasted a pig, let it spoil, and the prop guys puppeted it from beneath. The poor guy who was actually behind the camera, cinematographer Roy H. Wagner, claims the pig stench was so overwhelming he could still smell it today.
Gross.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Could have at least dipped it in some resin or some shit.
Yeah.
Glossed it over with some fucking Minwax or something.
Ugh.
All right. In interviews with the cast and crew on the DVD commentary, it is revealed that the original idea for the film centered around the phenomenon of children traveling to a specific location to commit suicide, with dreams of Freddy Krueger eventually discovered to be a common link between the youths. At the time, teen suicide was a taboo social issue, and this led to the abandonment of that storyline, though some aspects remained within the filmed version, which still depicts suicide and self-mutilation. This was deemed less controversial because these acts are committed with Freddy's distinct influence, inserting enough fantasy into the acts to remove them from the supposed controversial exploitation of disturbed youths.
Damn.
They really went deep.
Well, I mean, and you kind of see that the most, I think, in the scene where she cuts her wrist, because to her it's the sink doing the cutting,
right?
But she's only got the one slice across her wrist, where if it was the sink that did it, so was it the sink or was it her?
I'm still gonna
She's
say
got
it
a
was,
razor blade in her head.
yeah. Like, so where did she get the razor blade? But like, you know what I mean? Like, is it Freddy fucking with you enough to where you're doing it to yourself, but you still think it's him doing it? You know what I mean? Like,
that's the way I interpreted it.
Because like there's still like a flick of blood across, like, you know, the one of blood that she did, and you know, I was gonna say it. I love how movies always like portrayed it. Remember, kids, Grandma's house isn't across the road, but it's down the street.
God,
Jesus Christ!
Never heard that?
No, I've heard it, but
Oh,
Dark.
that used to be a fucking thing that we used to say in elementary school, dude.
just remember, kids, if you are having suicidal thoughts, please call or text 988.
Or fucking even just reach out to us, dude. We'll fucking
Suicide hotline right there.
Fucking hey, man.
How did Villip vanish through that door when he was a puppet?
Thank you. That's
that
what
right there.
I need to know.
That right there made
That's
zero
demon
sense
magic
to me,
right there.
But that's that demon magic. That's that demon Freddy magic.
Because like
there you go.
clearly he's in the physical realm. She saw him walking by, but I'm assuming he must see his tendons out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And maybe
he's
it's because maybe the sleepwalking aspect of it has a completely different like connection to
dynamic
the
to
dream
it?
world. Yeah, there's a completely different dynamic with sleepwalking than there is to just regular dreaming.
I mean, he was still kind of like conscious because like he was yelling at the nurse, wasn't like he looked over at her like
No, he
he
didn't.
must have been like he didn't?
No, he
No,
didn't.
the nurse never saw him.
No,
No, I know she didn't see him, but I thought he still like looked over at her. No,
he was
Okay.
looking straight
He
the
was
whole
straight ahead.
time.
Yeah.
Well, like what Steve was saying, because in going back to fucking Freddy's Dead, John Doe starts walking up a flight of stairs in a one-story building. So he's like, you know, he's walking in the air, but he's only going to hit the roof because it's not a full. Yeah, it's a weird. So maybe he's able to go through that floor. Oh, I don't know. So many fucking questions with the dream realm.
yeah, Kincaid.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
a whole different movie right there, Gene.
Not
Seriously.
stroll, asshole.
Fucking hey. What else you got, Bobby?
I got plenty more. I'm going to jump around a little bit here. Special effects creator Mark Shostrom created a desiccated little girl corpse, which Kristen would discover she was holding. It was deemed to be too grotesque, and that's where we got the miniature skeleton from. So we would have gotten something much worse.
Give us the fucking fucked up body.
I'm good. I was a wee lad when I saw this one. They gave me
Homie?
nightmares already. I'm good.
Well, you know, I was gonna say you don't know, but you do know because you already have a daughter who was growing up. But like, and Shad Daddy, you're in the same boat, dude. Horror movies. When your daughter wakes you up, man, horror movies has ruined me for that state.
Oh yeah.
I am always afraid I'm going to deck my daughter when she wakes me up.
Sam used to fucking just go and stand in the room.
Bro, they stand and just stare at you over you, and you're just like, and you like, you would
fucking Dawn of the Dead ruined that shit for me, bro.
Somehow you would just feel that presence, and you would just wake up and you'd be like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
Chloe would come in and stare at my wife. My son Cameron would come over and poke me, and Harper just, I don't know, she wakes up Steph. So
I would take the poking, dude. At least the poking is kind of like annoying when you'd be like,
oh, yeah, there it is. That was what it was supposed to be. Yes. I'll say I knew there's pictures
like
of it
a baby
somewhere.
large Marge. Look at that.
Yeah, that's kind of goofy looking.
It looks like a shrunken.
Well, I think the eyes are closed.
It reminds me of Freddy from the baby Freddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
from 5?
Yeah.
5?
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait to shit all over that movie.
Oh,
All right.
Speaking of-
So
fuck y'all.
speaking of oh my God. Speaking of when you guys talked about something look phallic, the original Freddy snake unintentionally came out looking too phallic. The
It
crew
did.
only had 1 hour.
Unintentionally.
Well, the crew only had 1 hour to film the scene, so they didn't have enough time to paint it. So it was covered in a green goo substance to overcome the pinkish hue. The scene involving the Freddy snake attempting to swallow Kristen was also filmed backwards, then played in reverse. Due to the gums on the puppet being too flexible, they were folding over themselves.
All right, so here's the thing, man. We live in the digital age. I need somebody to deconstruct that somehow.
So it looks like a giant pretty
or
penis.
digitally lay over the actual color we were supposed to have.
If you just go look up photos, it does all of a sudden you're like, yeah, you know why they changed it.
You know what it
Pretty
was? You're like,
penis.
nobody for some reason thought of that until they got to set, and one person was like, bro, why are you carrying a 12-foot dick? They're like, what? And they're like, why are you carrying a 12-foot dick? And then they all were just like, oh, it is a dick. What the fuck? Meat Mountain, what else you got, buddy?
All right, I'm gonna skip that one for now. It's the only film out of the first 6 to not begin with a nightmare scene.
Nice.
It didn't?
No, that's not a nightmare scene.
No, she was building the.
She was making the paper mache house. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess.
Mommy's got to go be a whore.
Bro, mommy had dick appointment, bro.
Mommy had a dick
Yeah, seriously.
appointment.
She did.
For real.
Speaking of mommy having a dick appointment.
Oh! Bow, bow,
Hey.
bow.
All right. It's a known fact that the Freddy glove was stolen from the set. Chuck Russell gave a recent interview and gave a little more of the explanation as to the circumstances on how it was stolen. Apparently, 2 hardcore Freddy fans snuck into the set and disguised themselves as movie grips. Nobody had noticed the tooth throughout the day. While on break, they grabbed the Freddy glove and then left when no one was looking.
That's that's badass, dude. I don't give a
That's
shit.
badass move right there.
Like
That's a movie in itself.
That's a fucking story for those dudes. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
it is.
Like
That sounds like something Jane Silent Bob would do.
fucking
Yes.
right, bro.
Yes.
Like that's
I was
is a-
just thinking that.
a full
That's a
side
total Jane
mission.
Silent Bob fucking.
That is a side mission for those two, and they could pull it off too. Somehow they could.
Now, god damn it. Now I'm thinking of fucking Strikes Back. And you don't say anything. That's pretty fucking funny.
Okay, why does that come up as Facebook user on the side?
supposed
They
to be
must
Heather?
have.
I think
I don't
that's
know.
Heather.
Well, it says, sorry that I'm not joining. That's Heather.
You get
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I wonder what she's going through. Like if it's through the Project Louder or if it's like through.
oh, that is so weird. It just says Facebook user.
Yeah, dick.
Yeah.
There it is.
Before they jellied it all up.
She looks so happy, too.
She's
She
fourth. That's 'cause she's fourth mealing right now, dude.
Fuck her
Okay.
screaming in this movie was irritating as fuck.
Dude, I thought the same thing, and I didn't notice it until last night. How much she fucking screams, and it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, and it's like she's
Okay,
trying to take a
so-
shit half the time.
So do that, and then add 5 more times, and then that's how my daughter's sleepover was.
Yeah, fuck.
No.
I feel sorry for
Fucking
him,
Johnny
mate.
Hagrid. I loved that picture. That was so great.
Fucking right, bro. That shit was it was something. All right.
All right,
What else
we'll
we
get
got? Meat Mountain.
We're gonna get a few more going here because we're at the hour mark. This is the first movie where Freddy is referred to as Freddy. He is still referred to as Fred in the first two movies.
That is true.
Yes,
Nice.
it is.
Fredward. That's what I like to call him, Fredward.
Did
Frederick.
they ever call him Frederick?
No.
I feel like they should. It just adds a little bit more. Frederick Krueger.
This is the first
Yeah, exactly.
the first film from New Line Cinema to receive a national theatrical release, 1,300 theaters. Prior to this, their films were released on a regional basis, opening in several cities 1 month and moving to other cities for the next.
Oh,
That was a
interesting.
big thing back then.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Charlie's here.
There's our girl.
She needs her spotlight slot. Yeah.
Oh,
She's early.
I like this one. Brooke Bundy, Elaine Parker, is the mother of Tiffany Helm, who played Violet in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
Ooh. Hold on, Heather. That might be on my end. Sorry, Bob. Keep it going. I
That's
heard you,
okay.
Bob.
Okay, so here, this movie was intended to be the last Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and it was scripted that way. While the final shot of Dr. Gordon sleeping and the lights inside the miniature house suddenly go on seems to
Mr. Gallo.
suggest that Freddy may not be entirely dead. The shooting script makes it clear that this was not originally the intention. In an additional scene, Dr. Gordon visits Kristen a few days after Freddy's defeat. Kristen reveals that she is moving to New York, a city that never sleeps. When Dr. Gordon asks her if she is going to see her, referring to Nancy, in her dreams, Kristen answers that she dreams of her every night, suggesting that Nancy guards her dreams. The scene then cuts to the ending, which plays out in the finished film as it was scripted, implying that Nancy, not Freddy, turns on the light as she is guarding Gordon's dreams as well. It is unknown if the preceding scene was shot, but by leaving the scene out and adding an ominous musical cue, it makes it appear that Freddy is still alive.
I always thought for some reason, I've never even heard that behind the scenes note ever. I always felt like Nancy was the one that turned the light
Yeah,
on.
because her little dream
Even
doll
with-
was sitting right beside it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just always assumed that it was
Yeah.
Nancy.
I said it before. I think this movie should have been the one, if they did stop, perfect button up to it.
So-
like literally.
So Heather and Mel, because I saw you were in there too. Ladies, if you could hop over to the link on the Project Louder, we're gonna have to just get rid of for some reason the one in the Gore N More discussion. It must be because it's not a public group. That's
Yeah, it won't
that's
come up on
that's
there.
why it's
doing it.
that's
Okay.
why they're popping
That
up
makes
as
sense. That makes sense.
as Facebook user. But no, we do see your comments
Yeah.
and stuff still. But for some reason, that's so. Yeah, we'll not do that. We'll just share it to that group next week from the Project Louder site instead. So sorry about that. Anyways,
Okay, so here, big one here, and then we'll get a couple more. Wes Craven's and Bruce Wagner's original script opened with Freddy's birth in a ranch-style house where infant Freddy cuts himself out of his mother's belly. Craven
What the
described the ranch as an architectural portal to Freddy's dreamscape, and that this is where the Dream Warriors end up in their dreams rather than the house at 1428 Elm Street. Nancy and Neil were to have a sexual relationship, and it gradually revealed that Freddy used to bring his child victims to his ranch, which became the source of his powers, explaining how he can keep coming back. Only Neil and Kristen survived the climax, but they managed to set the real building on fire. Afterwards, Kristen takes Freddy's knife glove and uses her powers to go back in time to Freddy's birth. The monstrous infant Freddy tries to kill her, so after slamming the baby against the walls many times to no avail, she finally stabs him to death with the glove.
God damn.
Oh, fuck.
That's like Deadpool going back in time to kill baby Hitler.
And that's not all of it. That's not even all of it. Not only was the screenplay much darker, profane, and horrific, it would have been too far costly to produce. Director Chuck Russell and Frank Darabont toned down much of this down by changing the characters, most of the key
Thank
scenes
fuck.
taking place in the dream world and Freddy's backstory while adding a lot of dark humor. I don't know about you, but I kind of want to see that shit.
I want to see Kristen bashing baby Freddy off the wall.
Yeah.
That would be just comical.
Like I picture it still has like the umbilical and she's just swinging it around.
Swinging it around, fucking.
But you know something though, that ending of the burning the place down, they did that in the remake. So someone definitely went back to the source material and said, "Yeah, we'll take that little snippet."
So here's another. I know we're not doing questions right now, but I'm gonna drop a question to you boys. So the house, okay, the house that was where Freddy lived, right?
No.
Yeah. No,
No,
No.
Freddie didn't live
Freddy
there.
never lived there.
Okay,
Nancy.
okay.
that was just Nancy's house, and that's where it became. All right, we'll jump down to this one here. One of the most memorable scenes in the film sequence that takes place in the junkyard during the film's climax. The junkyard sequence and the set itself were the product of art director Mick Strong, who also handled some of the film's special effects sequences and became production designer on the sequel.
Fuck yeah.
We love you, Mick. I'm sure you're probably not
we
listening, but
do.
we love you, buddy.
Next month.
And
Did you say
that's
next month?
Next month. I said we'll be covering.
Oh, part 4.
Oh, yeah,
man,
yeah.
Try and get him on.
And there's so much other ones, but those are the ones that definitely are like, yeah, okay,
Yeah, because you mentioned Taryn's head was originally supposed to explode.
yeah.
Actually, Brody mentioned that. Sorry.
Actually, here's one more because
Arm
it's one of the
pussies.
one more. Robert Englund improvised quite a few of Freddy Krueger's one-liners, but the best-known example happened in a scene where Freddy emerged from the television set and killed Jennifer by smashing her into it.
Fuck yeah.
For this scene, his line in the script was, "This is it, Jennifer, your big break in TV." Robert Englund said this line for the first 2 takes, but on the third take, when Chuck Russell went for the alternate angled shot, Robert Englund changed it to "Welcome to Prime Time, Bitch." Chuck Russell couldn't decide which version to use, so he edited the two together. A different camera angle made it easy to edit the 2 lines together and became Freddy's defining one-liner.
Fuck yeah.
It's so fucking great. It's such a great fucking line.
Bobby, say edit it again.
Edited.
No, say edited the 2. Edited the 2. That's hard to say. I
Edited
said
the
it in my
2.
head and I fumbled it.
Edited the 2.
Edited the 2.
Edited.
It kind of sounds like you're trying to talk like Schwarzenegger. Edited the tool.
I'm not even trying to edit it.
I'm not even trying to. Edited the 2.
Edited the 2 together.
God damn
And
it,
that's
all
all,
I can
and
do is
that's everything. That's
All right.
That's
there's
Thank
also
you,
probably
Bob.
a lot. There's probably like 10 more pages than if we just
Oh,
kept digging.
I want to throw this out because Bobby skipped over this. Lisa Wilcox and Leslie Dean both auditioned for roles. They would later be cast in the following sequels, with Wilcox playing the role of Alice in Part 4 and Part 5, and Dean playing the role of Tracy in Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare.
Oh, nice.
Not
And they all
bad.
survived.
And-
They all survived the
And
movie.
you know what the weird part is? Fun fact on that: Lisa Wilcox is the only one who returns for 2 movies, but never dies.
Really? Nice.
Think about it. Nancy dies, Kincaid dies, Joey dies, Kristen dies. She comes in Part 4. She doesn't die in Part 5.
Oh, she came in Part 5 too.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
But I'm-
What are we, babies?
All righty. Well, thank you, boys, for all that.
Sorry for my slurring of the words half the time.
Heather,
Yeah,
we can
he's-
see your
he's
name
wrong.
now.
That's why he made you do it. You know, goddamn, that's why he made you do it.
No,
Because everybody
Bobby,
keeps watching me screw up.
No, I did it because I know Bobby also knows a lot of behind the scenes lore that that actually doesn't get written down on that stuff. He always has things to add, so I figured I'd throw it his way.
There you go. Fucking A, bros. Well, thank you both for that.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
So, what format did we watch this on, boys?
Box set
DVD box
DVD.
set.
DVD box set.
Blu-ray.
Ooh, nice. I went DVD, but not box set.
This-
I keep pricing out and thinking about getting that Blu-ray set because it's only like $25 for the whole set.
Wait, really?
It's pretty cheap.
It's really cheap. I mean, you don't get the other thing you don't get is Freddy versus Jason or the remake.
you know,
Well,
I mean, I have both of those anyways.
But with the DVD
But
box,
But you get New Nightmare.
yeah, but with the DVD box set, you get to watch Freddy's Dead with the original 3D ending.
Ooh.
yeah.
Mm.
This is the one film series I'm like, please make it like they did it with
It-
Friday the 13th. Like, I would
Yeah, it
love
really
a
needs-
nice box set of this.
Yep.
Would they just reincorporate Friday versus Jason because it's already in the Friday one? I mean, I feel like they
Probably.
should.
I mean, no, they definitely would.
Seems like it should just be an
28
extra
bucks.
bonus. $28 though is not bad, dude.
No, fuck no. For 7 movies? Mm-mm.
Alrighty.
I mean,
So-
like get it anyway.
Douche of the film.
The
That-
doctor.
The fucking
Bitch doctor.
Dr.
doctor.
Elizabeth.
Fuck that cunt.
Or Elaine. Oh, no, Elaine Parker. She's the cunt in the next film because she kills her daughter, technically. Sorry.
No, you're not. But you're not wrong.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was a really minor character.
Heather
we
said the
didn't feel like
mom. I
that was the
want to
douche.
disagree. She was kind of douchey, but she definitely wasn't the douche of this movie.
No, she's.
Yeah, but she cared about the daughter.
Yeah.
She cared enough to take her to a fucking hospital.
Because she interrupted the deep fucking appointment, dude.
The dick appointment.
By the way, that was Mel that commented that. Who said dick appointment?
That was Heather because they came in at the same time.
Nope, that was Mel. Scoops is like, I know.
Nobody said pirates. Shut up,
You
woman.
just did now.
Oh, Gene says John Saxon.
Saxon.
Saxon was kind of a dick.
He was.
I mean, he was drunk, so it
But
kind
then
of
he was also one in the first one to a degree too. So
Okay,
But
question.
He
Did
gets
you, guys,
iced out.
did you guys notice, was he like not a cop in this?
he's
no, he's a
not.
security guard.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did notice. Okay, I saw that right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, rent a cop.
So
Yeah, no,
obviously he lost his job, and
I think Darabont wrote that in to bring him back and be like, "You got demoted because you were drunk."
That's what I thought. I thought it said security guard on his patch on the side.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably the doctor. Honestly, though, she seems the easiest and most cunty.
She brushed
She
off.
didn't believe her patients.
Yep.
Fuck her.
She wouldn't even believe the other doctor, who's like, "Yo, let's just try
Yeah.
this." He's like, nothing else is working, you know. So, all right. Favorite kill.
Puppeteering. It's so creepy. I love the puppet scene. Yes.
Jennifer's death. Head through the fucking TV. Freddy comes out.
It's got my favorite line, so that one's got to be mine too.
All right, Chad Daddy.
I'm gonna agree with
This was-
Bobby. I gotta agree with Bobby. It's, as much as I said that part's a little cheesy, just seeing him, being puppeteered with all of his veins and tendons and shit. The lead up to the death is better than the death itself. But yeah, I give it that one.
It was tough for me because I had to swap them two for favorite scene and favorite death because that whole length time of that scene.
Oh fuck! Now that you said that, now it kind of makes me question my thought.
Makes strong
Brody,
argument.
we're right here, Brody. We're right here.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna go favorite death of that too, but maybe it is more the elongated scene of it that I enjoy than the.
He makes a
Interesting.
strong argument.
Fuck yeah, you do, man.
Yeah, because if you think about the death is just him falling to his death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta change it. I'm agreeing with Brody.
I'm still sticking with mine.
you know what? I am
I
also
did-
going to that just to add for the sheer fact of we still get to see her dust on the wall later. So it's like there's a significant lingering effect of that kill.
And Heather
I feel like she's still here.
Heather agrees that's the best scene, but not the best kill. So Heather, what's your favorite? What's your favorite kill?
I mean, what else do we got? We got John Saxon. He just gets stabbed. Nah.
Nancy.
Did you? He gets stabbed in the balls. Did you notice that?
Stabbed in the balls and then thrown onto the Cadillac.
Yeah, but
gets
then he gets like
Freddy
stabbed by the
fucking-
fucking thing. At the...
Yeah, but when Freddy he fucking stabs him in the balls and then throws him and fucking like I'm like, wait a minute. So I hit rewind and I hit it again, and Damien looks over and goes, Sam, remember when Dad used to get mad at us for doing this shit when we were little? I'm like, yeah, but I'm fucking doing research for the podcast. Shut up. The fucking skeleton stabs him in the balls.
No shit.
I like Donnie, the poor D&D guy, didn't last long.
No,
Freddy doesn't believe in fairy tales.
Poor guy.
no, he didn't. That was a hell of a fucking wheelchair, though. Like that should have been his wheelchair, anyways. I'm like,
That's so
that should have been
cool.
his dream power, just riding around in that wheelchair, mowing shit down.
right, dude.
In my dream, my legs work.
Oh my God.
That sounded a lot like him too.
It did.
And that was like poor, typical, like cliche D&D nerd.
Yeah. Not the cool D&D.
By the way,
nerd like
Bobby
me.
glossed over it. In,
Oh, you're
behind the
fucking
scenes.
right.
Bobby glossed over this behind the scenes. He actually was a D&D nerd in high school too.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, hey, you're gonna get somebody who knows the
I'm
story.
telling you, Brody, he stabs him in the
I'm
balls.
watching it right now. He does.
Ah,
He fucking stabs him in the fucking dick. Like,
Up by his crutch.
yeah, by his
Oh,
fucking
shit.
crotch with the claw hand.
He does a
He
little
just-
Johnny Cage nut punch action, huh?
Fucking oath.
Those are $500
Damn.
sunglasses, asshole.
Fucking A, dude. Alrighty. So, seeing as we already started talking about it, best scene, boys.
Like what Brody said, the puppeteer.
Yeah, 100%. That was just.
Although Penis Snake is a close second.
Penis Snake was
The
good.
snake is a close second.
I'm still going with the solid choice. Also, for the fact that Scoob said his daughter was still grossed out by it, which means those effects are still holding up really well.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she's like. How the hell did they do this back in the 80s? And some movies we have now aren't that good. And I said practical effects.
because they
baby girl.
made you work for it, damn it.
You had to be
Now you,
creative.
just, now you just got to build that shit in a computer. It sucks.
I will
Well,
give
I
an
ha-
honorable mention to
Ooh.
where is the fucking burgers? And he cuts her fucking head off.
you mean
And
bourbon?
then she's like, God damn
Yeah,
it, you gotta
Bourbon.
spoil
Bourbon.
everything.
Where's the
Bourbon.
bourbon?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bourbon, sorry.
Ooh,
Well,
Gene,
I ha-
also good follow.
I have that as my favorite kill, but my favorite scene is when from the moment Kirsten has the little girl in her hands to the moment of seeing her almost commit suicide.
the first dream
Okay.
sequence.
Pretty solid.
That was
Yeah.
solid.
That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Mirror scene was good, dude. I did like the mirror scene. That was nice. Because you know what? The mirror hallway is always an awesome trope for haunted houses. So for me, I don't know. It's fitting for that. All right. Worst moment or scene.
I know what Brody's going to say.
What is it, Chad?
Every scene of Kristen screaming.
Oh,
I was gonna fucking say that, but I felt all right. I honestly, I think this is a fucking great film by no means. This was a really hard choice. I was actually going to go with the I can't find one, but when everyone is showing their powers, it just felt so cheesy. It's like, oh my god, like
we're doing
Good for you.
cartwheels and
Good
we're
for you.
doing yeah.
you can
No,
bend
no,
a
no.
chair.
And then when they fucking hold on though. When they're like, "What's your power, Kristen?" and she just flips, I'm like, "You could do that in real life." The fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
If I had fucking powers, I could shapeshift into anything or be whatever I fucking wanted to be, motherfucker. You know, like
Right?
not this fucking cartwheels and bend a fucking chair. People do that
Oh,
shit in real life.
You don't want to bat. You don't want a fucking 3-foot mohawk and switchblades.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
In
fuck
my
yeah,
dreams,
let's
I'm
go.
bad. Well, it didn't fucking work for you because you got isolated.
It wasn't,
out, didn't
it
you?
wasn't that bad. She didn't do it. She stabbed Fred in the armpit. That was it.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of milked it for a second.
I'm gonna say mine is the reveal that the nun was his mom. It just kind of was like, eh.
That's
I like that.
Like when you
I
see
liked
the
it,
grave,
but that's fair.
when they showed the grave, she was his mother. Like,
So,
I
yeah.
don't know. I like that
Soap
because
opera, I
why?
liked it.
I like it because how would she know all of this? I mean, there's only one way.
Well, you kind of get the fact that she was a bit supernatural at the start because there's a scene where Heather and him are talking, and then he looks down this long path, and then she's there, and then does this edit where this person walks past, and then
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
just
she's
gone. So
gone.
you're like,
She's gone.
oh, she's supernatural. Fucking
Absolutely.
weird.
Oh, I volunteer from time to time.
I'm trying
Worst
to think.
scene.
You know, I think I can honestly say, and I mean this. I don't think I have one.
I'm gonna say when, just because it seemed kind of cheesy in the moment. I understand like the dude was trying, but Nancy's boyfriend there, when he's trying to get a hold of her dad, and he goes over and he's like gets all tough for a second, fucking like throws the table down, and I'm like, first of all, John Saxon's a black belt. This
Yeah, he
motherfucker
don't fucking
is
fuck.
slapping
He
around like a
Yeah.
motherfucker, dude.
You're trying to play bad cop to a bad cop. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
and that's what I'm saying.
Literally, yeah.
A drunk bad cop, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That just, I know he was like, trying to like put on the tough guy act, but it just seemed very like, whatever. Because if I was the bartender and some dude just flipped the table, I'd be like, what the fuck, man?
dude?
Get out of here. Yeah. Fucking
Get out,
cock.
you got life. Get out.
Saxon's not doing anything. He's paying for his liquor and just sitting there.
You didn't even get a drink, you fuck.
Right? It's coming in throwing up my bar. All right. Opening scene. Did it hook us in, boys?
Absolutely.
Yes.
100%. Okay. And most attractive character. Dude, I gotta give it to Nancy, bro.
Nancy.
That little bit of rogue look going on.
And she still looks great today.
The nurse.
Hey, the nurse has titties.
Nah. The nurse that was talking to the mother right at the start, where
Yeah.
it's a different nurse
Yeah, it's a different nurse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look because I don't remember her.
talking to the mother.
I'm still sticking with Nancy.
I don't think you can really pick one of the kids because they're supposed to be kids, even if they. I don't know if they were in real life or not, but I think Patricia Arquette was still pretty young when she did this.
I feel like they were all probably 18.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just what they are in my head.
You know,
her screaming would be so irritating. Like, just fuck.
I told Sam, I said, you know who that is, right? She's like, no. I said, that's David Arquette's sister. She's like, who's David Arquette? I said, Dewey from Scream. She's like, oh. I said, from Ready to Rumble. And she's like, oh shit.
I love
I
that
haven't watched that movie in a
from.
hot minute. Oh, I gotta revisit that one.
I
love
personally would
that.
have went with Eight-Legged Freaks, but that's my go.
She's never seen that one. Never seen
Oh, for
that one.
real?
Yeah, she's never seen
It's
it.
a great movie.
Yo, thanks to me, we
She
actually
watched-
have a little David Arquette this year. Not till November, I think. But
She's watched a lot of horror movies with me, but she was really young when she did, so they didn't really all
that's
stick
fair.
with her. You know,
yeah.
But Ready to Rumble is one that we watch all the fucking time.
I gotta
That movie's
rewatch that
great.
one.
So
Solid.
great. I will rule you.
Hey,
You
So
puked
we all-
on me. The audience
all
seemed to
have,
like it.
do we all have attractive character?
Nancy.
I
Chad
believe
Daddy?
we do.
Did you
I
say
guess I got to go with Nancy.
Nothing against that nurse, but she turns it to Freddie
I know,
afterwards.
man,
It's like, oh god.
It's Nancy's hairdo, man. I fucking love it, dude.
I'm funeral scene Nancy.
Funeral scene, yeah.
No, I was thinking more of
You know
the.
what I'm saying?
There was like a
Just-
scene right before. I think they were sitting at night, like I think
Was
they were
when they were
having
having dinner?
fireplace or something. Yeah, bro, she was just looking.
I always
She
love her
just has-
pouty lips. She has these nice full pouty lips.
She just has a welcoming face and look about her. It's just like,
I don't think she's that attractive.
That's fair.
that's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Heather. If you're listening, to
It'll
this,
never listen. It won't kill. It won't kill.
She'll never
me.
listen to our podcast. It's fine.
No.
Just,
Oh, I thought even our Heather. I was like, holy shit! How would that offend Heather?
No, she's a good-looking woman.
I thought she was, dude. When we saw her last con,
It's the white hair for me.
that's what
A
I was
little
saying,
straight.
bro. Yep. Be like, yo, can you act like a stern mom? Look like you're really disappointed in me. Yeah.
Put these glasses on.
All right. Okay. Did the score set the mood?
Yeah.
Hell
very
yeah.
well.
Sure the
Very
fuck
well
did.
Awesome. Do we even need to do the next one? Best song.
I mean, you could do Into the Fire.
It was laid
or
down.
Dream Warrior.
Either Into the Fire or Dream Warriors. They're both solid fucking songs.
Dream Warriors for me.
You know-
It's
you know something? I think
Dream
it's-
Warriors player.
I love both. One was written for the movie. The other was off an album beforehand.
Yep.
Dream Warrior. I mean, I got to give it to
Dream
Dream
Warriors.
Warriors.
I love Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
I love Dream Warriors, but I'm actually going to say Into the Fire.
Fair. It's still
It's got
respectable. It's
That
not.
song's got a little bit more heavier balls to it, just a little.
I love watching old school 80s horror films that you've never seen, and then they have this fucking badass heavy metal track at the end of the credits.
Yep.
It's just perfect.
Dude,
Perfect.
Metal
Demons
and
was-
horror are they were
Demons
made
was
for
one of
each
the
other.
perfect ones that we watched that had like one of the
Love
best
that
soundtracks
fucking
to it,
movie.
man. That shit
Love
was
that movie so much.
I
fantastic.
need to rewatch that one too.
I know it's been a minute, dude.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
got to break out the 4K.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so we got attract character score song. Favorite character.
Kincaid.
Same. I was going to thank you. I love Kincaid.
It's because of the aggressive fuck yous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Kincaid
He just carried that over from his
You're
audition.
not putting me to sleep. Fuck you.
or Philip. So I'm going Philip.
Philip was cool, but I love Kincaid.
I love Kincaid, but I think Philip. He like we said, he was that guy who knew, and
Gene, you are not wrong. That is
You are
Yes,
not wrong
Jane.
at all. Gene.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's actually
You know,
Alice in Chains, AC/DC,
another movie that
Megadeth.
has a surprisingly good soundtrack is Escape from LA.
yeah.
Yeah, with a white
100%.
zombie, fucking tool.
word.
That's when White Zombie was just breaking up too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck, that's a shame.
And I got to see them in concert, you fucks.
Nice.
Whatever.
Fuck you.
Old bulls.
Motherfucker.
With Pantera.
Double fuck you.
Yeah,
That's
go
awesome.
fuck out to see Pantera.
Alrighty. Let's see. We did favorite character. So was this scary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Brody said it literally turned him on to horror. So
Yep.
And it scared the fuck out of me.
that's how it usually works, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yep.
It's a weird thing.
It was that feeling of just being like scared for this film, and then I
Like
went
not
back.
watching it, but then you want it, you feel like you need to watch it.
Yes.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
look at how many
Exactly.
people that are now afraid of the water because of Jaws. Meanwhile,
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't know water, but I fucking love sharks. Because of that
Yeah.
movie.
Fair. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I go into water that is foreign to me and something fucking like wet and icky touches my foot, I freak the fuck out, dude. I don't like that.
That's-
shit.
It's
I
just-
can't go in lakes because of Lake Placid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Well, I mean,
water
down there
freaks
probably
the
are
fuck out.
alligators in the lakes. Around here,
Yeah.
we don't have that.
bro, I'm fucking. I sit on the beach and I'm looking out at the water and I'm like, no, they're out there. How
They're out
close?
there. Come down
No,
here.
but they're out
Come
there.
down here.
Nope.
No,
Nah,
you
man.
got fucking
I've got
spiders
pictures
that'll
on
bite us on the
TikTok.
plane.
Yep. We
Bro.
got all sorts.
Like I said,
licorice all sorts
look-
down here.
Look at that.
Seriously.
Look at the spider pit scene in Peter Jackson's King Kong. That's just Australia.
You're living in the
That's
savage
it.
lands from the
That
X-Men.
scene like definitely just gives me like the heebie-jeebies
Same.
every fucking time, dude.
Ugh.
It's good.
I don't.
All right.
I've never seen that King Kong.
It was
It's
pretty
good.
solid.
It's
I liked
really
it.
good.
It's not actiony like the new ones.
No.
Like I mean, there's action in it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It's not trying to do this Marvel verse kind of fucking thing that Kong Godzilla is now. All right. So scary, yes. Hold up today. I'm gonna say fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Very-
Fucking A.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe you could argue the stop motion skeleton. I could see
Nah.
maybe that.
Nah.
And if you look
still
at
on
it,
love that.
look at it the way
Adds
it was
character.
intended. Look at it the way it was intended as a tribute to Harryhausen.
There you go. Perfect.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what his skeletons look like.
For me, it's 100% yeah. I know, dude. Every time I see that, I'm just like, man, now I want to watch fuck,
Army
what's the one with the
Darkness.
rope?
Army Dark. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Army Darkness.
I was actually gonna well, not only that, I was gonna go older, not Jason and the Argonauts. What's the other one?
Oh, is it
Come on.
Sinbad?
No, it's the one with
No,
the fucking
no.
robot owl. What the fuck is it, dude?
Oh,
Titans.
Clash of the
Clash
Titans.
of the Titans.
Yeah.
Bro, that's my go-to for fucking like stop motion monster shit.
Hey,
My
did you? Hey,
Sinbad,
you,
though, for
you,
sure.
you saw Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a queer or nothing, but I think unicorns are kick ass.
Fuck yeah. Just comes in. You know what? I even like the remake of Clash of the Titans. I didn't think
Oh,
it was
I
that
did too.
bad. I thought it was
Yeah,
kind of badass.
I liked it too.
Fucking all right. All righty. So, how was the acting?
Great.
It was pretty solid.
It was,
Everybody was
it was
solid.
there was but there was just some delivery of the lines that were just kind of.
The Freddy nurse was pretty bad.
Yes.
Freddie
She
Nurse
was
was pretty
hired-
bad.
She was hired for tits, bro.
Some of Kincaid's lines were pretty bad. Some of Kristen's lines were kind of bad too.
But does that go with acting or writing?
I mean,
No,
it does
it's the
kind of feel like
acting.
it
That's
kind of
the
feels
way
like
it's
shitty
delivered.
kids, though, too. Maybe I don't know.
I thought
Needless to
Patricia
say-
Arquette's acting in this was actually pretty bad in some
Yeah.
fucking scenes, to
Yes,
be
it
honest.
was.
All right.
Despite the screaming bullshit. Her line deliveries on some.
You know what it
on
was for
some
me though?
scenes,
You know what it was for me though? Sometimes she would say her line, and it just reminded me of her character in Little Nicky.
It fucking did.
That's what, and I
Thank
could not
you.
get that out of my head.
I watched Little Nicky. In the
See, that's been a long time.
That's what it was,
Oh,
and it just, oh
that's
my
perfect.
god, yeah.
Wrong window. Oh, sorry, nipples.
Joey
said,
too. Joey's lines were kind of,
Joey's fun. So Donnie,
Yeah, we
actually,
gotta
there
leave that.
is a new horror movie coming out that has stop motion in it. I think
It's called stop motion, isn't it?
it's just called, yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. Check it out, man. The trailer looked, I thought, pretty sweet. I'll
And
check-
Phil
I'll-
did
Tippett
a
had
good
that
reviews.
recent movie released too. Or that
What's
movie
that?
that was recent. Phil Tippett had that movie that was recently released.
Oh,
Mad God.
Mad God.
yeah, the
yeah.
one that took like 30 years to make.
A lot of poop. A
It's
lot
like a
of
Tool
poop.
film clip.
It really is. It's
Oh,
a 2-hour Tool clip, no talking,
Yep.
and
I
a
think
lot
I
of
that one then.
claymation poop.
Yes.
lot of claymation
Never
poop.
seen it. And
It's weird. And hair and claymation is always gross and weird. I don't know what it
Bodily
is.
fluid.
It looks so
Yeah.
stringy and oily.
Yeah, it's just squiggly, and you're like, it's all just pubic hair, bro. That's all it fucking looks like.
Ugh.
if I want that, I'll go. Never mind.
I think I'll skip the 2-hour Tool video. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Did we like the cinematography of this movie?
Yeah.
Beautifully lit and
I thought it was
photographed,
done.
Yes, I love it.
Look at that photo behind Steve's head.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Beautiful
that.
shot.
Yeah,
And even the
Beautiful.
scene, even when they're driving into the junkyard,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a solid, scene too. I think
And
it was
the-
good. It was good.
And the junkyard Evil Dead-esque scene where everything starts
Yeah.
like, freaking the fuck out.
Oh, that was, yeah.
We get a nice little wraparound camera.
Wrap around.
All right. Did we like the premise? I'm gonna say
Love
we
it.
all did.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Feels like a pure sequel to the first one than even the second one. Like
Yeah,
the
okay.
Dead before.
Before we answer the last question, I have one more
Yes.
question for you boys.
Bring it.
What would your dream power be?
In all my dreams, I can fly, so that'd be part of it right there. I'm like fucking,
I can't even answer that, bro.
like Dwight
Neither can
on
I.
The Office when he was in second.
I've
Life.
never had like powers in my dreams or anything like that.
I think in
So-
my dream, most of my dreams, I seem to be running, so I'm gonna go with super speed.
Fair.
My power is to not dream.
He'd be the one saved from Freddy. We'd all be dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly cannot answer that because I can't. It's very.
My dream power is to actually sleep.
If I don't smoke for like a solid day or something like that, and then actually sleep, I will have the craziest vivid fucking dreams, dude. Like ever. But I never
That's-
have superpowers or anything.
My dream power would be crippling anxiety. Oh wait,
No.
Ah! I can
Crippling anxiety for whoever's in the room, whoever I bring into my dream.
fucking right. That'd be awesome. It's like Rogue, but every time you just touch them, they just feel sad.
They fucking wake up the next day. Fuck, man.
Ah.
Oh, why'd you
That's
do
fucking
that?
All right. So was the climax satisfying, boys?
yeah.
Yeah,
I liked it. I feel like it was,
It's
we lost Nancy, we lost her dad. It was kind of a good end to the first one and a continuation for new people. And yeah. Recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
rewind.
Rewind all day.
Wide.
The only answer.
All right, let me pull up my handy dandy quackulator.
I love when you say that.
Brody, what do you got, homie? Out of 5. 5 out of 5.
5 out of fucking 5.
5 out of 5. Bobby. 5 out of 5. All right. Scuba. 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay. 5. Chad Daddy.
Wait.
4 and another. Yeah.
Yeah, Betty.
I was gonna say, bro, if you like just like spawn on us that you got like one of those little like weird short thumbs, dude, and I was
I was gonna say.
4.5, dude. 4.5. I'm such an ass, dude. All right, and I'm giving it a 5, dude, because you know what I said.
yeah.
I said this on
Absolutely.
episode. I said this on the one for number 1. I couldn't give that a perfect score because this to me was my perfect Freddy
Yeah,
movie.
this is the perfect.
Yes.
So
Don't even need that calculator, buddy.
yeah, I'll say that's 5, homie. I don't even fucking A, bro.
5 out of 5, baby.
It's solid, dude. This is the perfect. It's scary Freddy, but it's also a little bit of cheese Freddy. It's everything, dude. Like it's the whole fucking.
This is Apex Freddy. This is Freddy at his best.
And then
Never
it's
get
all
any better.
downhill from
It
here
is.
God damn it! It
Perfect
is.
horror sequel.
until we get to New Nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean,
Freddy, though.
you know what? I don't. It's been a minute, but I don't hate 4. I feel like I liked 4 when I watched
I don't
it.
hate it, but
I
3
don't
is a
love
very tough act to
But the
follow.
problem is, I liked 4 so much, and then 5 just went to poop town with it, and I was like, you fucking ruined it now. So
I mean, we're gonna get to 4. My issue is like I said, this is dark, and then that one is just like, oh, so colorful and goddamn it, too bright. I'm like, don't.
Is that maybe because it's later '80s, different filming styles?
No,
and
I
stuff
think
like
it's because
that?
they were going for an MTV vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
100%.
We will talk that next month for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
It'll probably be beginning of April, right, Chad Daddy? I imagine.
Yeah.
Assuming. What are we covering? Yeah, it'll be April 1st. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, April Fool's
On
Day.
April
episode.
Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Woo.
What are we covering next week, homie?
Next week is The Guardian. I know
What
very
the
little
fuck
about
is
this
that?
Is that one of my picks?
I think
It's a
that's
Bobby
my
pick,
pick.
actually.
That's a
Oh,
Bob-
William Friedkin.
Yeah.
What year? What year are we talking?
1987. I think.
1980s.
Did you get that from the Boogeyman DVD?
How'd you fucking know?
Fuck. I used to watch that like we had that down here on VHS, and I would watch it constantly to try and find new horror films. And
Well, that's how I discovered most of my horror films at first.
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, that's what got me onto Puppet Master,
Why can't I
The
fucking find it?
Guardian.
If we don't tell me we can't find it.
The
Fuck.
Guardian,
I-
1987.
Wait,
Did you know
hold on.
Sam
I think I
Raimi
have
was
it.
actually meant to direct it?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
The Time Guardian? Is that what it's called?
No, hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. I probably gave you the wrong year.
It's the director of The Exorcist. I think it's a 90s film.
Is that
Yeah.
a 1990?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The Guardian. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you can watch that on YouTube,
Okay,
Prime, Apple, all that good shit. I was getting scared for a second. I was like, I can't find this other one.
Well, and the other thing is this, I've actually never seen this. I've seen the clip on the Boogeyman
Ah.
compilation. That's why I put
Right.
it on. Plus,
I've
it
got
was
it on
from William
Blu-ray.
Friedkin. I'm like,
William, what?
what?
What's that last name?
You heard me. You heard me, you fuck.
I'm not even going to try to say it because I don't even know. Interesting. Never even heard of this movie. Horror mystery.
It's
1990.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
It
that's what I've
dwells
heard.
into drama with horror elements.
Say that's-
It's an original idea.
not that we go off other people's ratings, but it looks like it's getting a 5 out of 10 from others. So we'll see what we give it next week.
We may end up
yeah.
loving it. You never know.
Never know. We also could be like, worst movie of the year. Who never know?
Yeah. Goes to Bobby. Woo!
I
Oh,
don't
that's
think it's the worst film of the year.
I can tell you my pick for worst film of
Oh.
the year is going to be the week after.
What's the
What's the
week
week
after?
Oh, old people sex?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet, dude. So I can't judge. I don't
Brody,
know.
Brody, I'll have to
I don't
send
know
you
why,
that
but
list
John-
from your
Oh,
album.
fucking, Mia Goth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
I actually enjoyed
Oh, yeah.
that
Well, you
film.
sent that video, right?
I did too. I liked it too. I didn't think it was
I
bad.
liked it.
So I'm the only one who hasn't seen it. So I'll be.
I took
I'll
a
be popping
picture
my
of the
cherry.
I took a picture of the poster and I made it to a meme, and at the top of it says, "Hope you like old people fucking."
That's it. I was like, wait a minute. What did you send me that?
Don't scare me. All right. So the
Hey,
Guardian.
there are some people who have that fetish, and it's on the hub, probably.
Ew.
Of course it is, bro. If you could think about it, it's already been there for 10
Yeah.
years.
What
Never,
rule is that?
ever go to lemonparty.org.
What the fuck?
Never go to that site.
Well, of course, we're going to
Don't
go
ever,
to it now.
don't ever go to lemonparty.org.
Okay, for
Don't do
people
it.
who are just catching the audio version only, he is winking when he says that.
No, it's not.
Don't do it. Do not do it.
You won't.
Lemonparty.org. Don't ever do
Don't
it.
do it.
We're gonna get so many
I
messages.
won't
Like,
do
what
it.
the
I won't
fuck?
go and have a
That just
look at
reminds me of the old meme of like,
Brody's doing it
oh
right
man, I
now.
tried Googling a blue waffle. Can you do that?
Or you said someone, hey, go to Penn's Island.
Oh, don't do it, Brody.
There.
Don't fucking do it, Brody.
Oh,
Wait, what
would
was
I
the
ever
other
do
one?
that?
What was what was the other one along that time too? Was it Meat Spin?
No, Penn's Island.
No, there was Meat
Oh,
Spin
you
too. I think
fucking-
Meat Spin, and then there's also
Brody, Brody's
Even
there.
that just, even that disturbs me, and that's saying something. That's fucked.
You-
Oh God, Gene knows what an Alabama hot pocket is.
no. That, you know what? There's a search
Ugh.
engine that'll tell you all that stuff.
I think I'm
I
going
told you
to
not to do it, Brody.
Urban Dictionary.
I told you not to do it.
Look up.
Of course, I'm going to do it.
Look up Mexican avalanche, and then you'll be like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Hi, guys.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh,
Yeah, when I found out what an Alabama hot pocket is, I don't think I ate the rest of that day.
no, gross.
Oh God!
Bob just found out.
What did you go to, bro? Bobby?
Alabama Hot Pocket.
Oh,
Why?
What is it?
Because
No.
I didn't know.
Don't.
All right, this podcast is taking a fucked up
Yep.
turn.
All right. Is
Let's-
there anything nerdy to discuss?
No,
I don't
got
think I
nothing.
have anything. Let me check Bloody Disgusting real quick in case there's anything in the last day or two.
I
Anything
know
else I can think of?
Dune 2 rocked the house this weekend with
Ooh,
money.
Yeah,
I got my Ghostbuster tickets.
Yes, actually, I also ordered mine. I'm not seeing it till Saturday, but we're seeing it with the whole group.
I'm
So
watching it on Thursday. Mel and I are suiting up. I got the little handicap companion seats down in the front so we can put our proton packs on the side.
nice.
I gotta order my tickets this week. Me and Rebecca and whoever wants to go.
I'm probably taking all 3 of the kids.
Yeah, dude, we got the whole thing. So like, it was funny because like our group was like, all like, all right, we're gonna get these. So like, when the wife went to go get our ticket, she's like, it's all sold out in these rows. She's like, 3 left. I was like, get them. I go, that's all of our friends anyway. So it's like, we'll know everybody there. So we got like 3 full rows filled out in the fucking theater.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be pretty solid. Although I will say, on the flip side, I'm not trying to sound negative by any means. I'm very excited for this movie, but I really, really, really wish Sony and themselves, with the advertisements on top of the community, would just pull it back a little fucking bit, dude.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
shit, man. I want to see this movie as much as the next motherfucker, but I don't need to have everything exposed to me before I see the movie.
Yeah, it ruins the
The effect of it, the whole like
the
the
effect.
specialness
Yeah,
of
like
seeing new shit in a new movie. Like once you see it and it's before the movie, it kind of ruins it. Yeah, like you just said, it ruins it. It
I
loses the
haven't
luster.
seen much, so I'm going in pretty fresh.
It sucks, dude. Like I'm not trying to be negative by any means, because dude, like, you know, I got a lot of friends that are building all the new stuff and everything, but me, like, I'm just like, no, I gotta wait. I want to wait until I see it, and then and then I'll fucking rock the stuff. But you know,
I have no idea how she turned my fucking camera off.
she just straight up probably unplugged it, maybe.
I love it's just a pulsing fucking Gore N More.
No, she hit
Right.
something on my keyboard, and I don't know what she did.
That's all right. But one thing nerdy, if for some reason anybody's listening to this, I'm gonna try to get the audio out early this week. But if you're in Cherry Hill, Jersey this weekend, you can come say hello to Mr. Amone or myself or the both of us.
Yeah, but
And yeah, I'm sure you'll see us putzing around the con.
you'll find Johnny and I chilling out, hanging out, and come say hello, grab a drink.
I'm going to
and,
be on a quest this whole weekend. A quest for the Holy Grail.
Yeah, you will.
Fucking right, dude.
I just love that you're staying in the hotel so we can actually hang out a lot more.
I know, dude. It makes me happy. It makes me
so
very happy.
You got to give us the full lowdown on what John Cleese thinks of your costume too.
He's probably going to be like, it's not the first nor last, and it looks like shit.
I
hope he gives me shit.
He would
like,
say that.
I hope he
would
gives
say
me
that.
shit that he's like, that's not even my character. Because I'll be like, well, yeah, dude, I can't be you. You're you. I have to be somebody else.
I actually didn't end up getting the nightgown in time. Like my size was gone. So, but
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, it'll be a good old time, man, for sure.
Yes, it will be.
I'm trying to think anything else
Oh,
nerdy.
they released a clip for the new upcoming horror movie Sting.
Fucking right, dude. That movie looks great.
Yo, that looks
It actually looks pretty decent.
great.
I think it looks fun. That French one looks fun. I'm all about it.
That French one looks fucked.
Let's
So
see.
for people that don't know, Sting is an upcoming horror movie about a little girl who inhabits a tiny little spider
From space.
Is it from space?
Yes.
Ooh, interesting.
That's why I get. Yeah. So
Is that why it grows into this big fuck off?
Yeah.
Right.
Even when they were like first announcing it, that was like the whole thing. They were like, this little spider like shoots like a little like meteorite like crashes through her window or something like that, and the spider is on it, and she takes it and befriends it.
Well, we also got the Strangers Chapter 1 trailer.
Oh yeah, we did.
I saw a still from that. They're using like ring door footage or camera
Yeah.
pictures or whatever.
I thought the trailer looked great, honestly. I hope the movie's as good as the trailer.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet myself.
I'm not a fan of Sackhead's outfit. It just looks too. Where with the suit from the original,
The
it
suit's
looked
dope.
The suit is it just adds that 70s authenticity about where this is like, it could be anyone. I mean, obviously that's who the character's meant to be, but I don't know, it took me away from it. Looks shit. Not the trailer, the characters, the outfit. I didn't like that.
That's fair. That is fair.
Oh, the only other nerdy thing I got is Peacemaker dropped out on MK last week, and he's fucking awesome, dude. I love him. Like
I saw the clips of like all his lines and shit, dude, and they're just fucking hilarious.
It's so and I don't know what it was. Like I feel like they really spent some good animation budget on him because like the way his face moves and everything in comparison to the other models, he's so much more like expressive. Like he's always just doing like shit with his tongue and everything that you like notice. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, but he plays kind of like RoboCop in the Terminator, but he's like a little bit faster.
I gotta tell you guys something really funny this morning. So every morning, I start getting ready for work. I take the dog out, come back in, I turn on the TV and I turn on the local news, and I go and start making my lunch, make my coffee and everything, and you turn on Fubo, and when you used to turn on Fubo, it would just go to the last channel you watched. But ever since they updated the app, it takes you to this home menu, and you can select the guide over on the side or down the bottom. It'll suggest channels for you, and they're usually channels from your favorites. And so I always just go to that to go to the local CBS channel to the news. And it has all these different windows, and I'm going by and like it's like Judge Judy is the next one over, and then I go to the news, and then 2 windows over, you won't guess what was playing at 5 o'clock this morning on the Fubo channel. Terrifier.
Oh, speaking of, we actually did get some shots from Terrifier 3. Bob actually posted them on his Instagram.
Yes, I did.
And,
him in a Santa suit.
In them all.
Oh.
So
I am ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see like kids going up to him and try to like talk to him, seeing he doesn't talk. So
but he hands out like toys and they're bloody and shit. Like I can imagine.
Dude, there's no way we're not getting like a room full of murdered children in this one, dude. Like the way they're gonna try to step it up.
It's the only way to step it up.
It's gonna be ridiculous for sure.
Yes.
But should be a fun time. Anything else, nerdy boys? Or
I got nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Nothing else really.
And I'm sorry, but Dune 2 might have made a good bit of money, but Ghostbusters is gonna beat it.
Sony hopes so, man, because Sony needs it right now.
I guarantee.
After fucking Madam
Web.
Madam Web, dude, they just fucking once again, I'm not gonna go off. I love the bitch. I'm sorry. I love the bitch from the actresses though. On they're like, people don't. It's the same fucking bitch as Ghostbusters 2016, and I'm like, you guys don't know your fan base.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. You just don't know your fucking fan base, and you expect anybody to just shill shit out just because you pump it out, and that's not how it fucking works. Suck it down.
You can't make a Spider-Man centered movie without Spider-Man.
No.
Remember, it's Madam Web, the fucking non-Spider-Man Spider-Man movie that literally nobody wanted.
Yeah. Nobody asked for that one.
Fuck about that.
Nobody. In a movie.
This guy.
But
Craven's going to end up the same.
Dude, Sony, that's all Sony does, man. That's just like their curse on Spider-Man shit, unfortunately, just because.
Well, but the reason they keep fucking cranking them out and the reason they keep putting them out is because if they don't make a movie,
I know,
they lose the licensing rights. So,
but it's like, I don't know, man. Can't you just make an animated movie and make it badass? Not fucking. I don't know.
And it's like they're trying to go with the Deadpool theme for Craven, where it's going to be R-rated. It's still, I don't think it's still going to save it.
No. But that trailer, I don't know, man. From what I know of that character, it just feels like nothing of that character.
Nothing. Nope.
And I'm like,
not there.
Why are we even calling it this, dude? Like the dad feels more like the Craven that we should know. And we only see him for like 5 seconds in the trailer.
They're making him a fucking anti-hero, and that's
fuck that
not
shit,
how
dude.
Craven got started out.
I hate that fucking. So, you guys know I love MK, but that was the problem with to me in the story of MK1 is they tried making everybody good guys except for like 2 to 3 people. And I'm like, no, not everybody is a good guy. Like, fuck off. It's why, like, I don't know. It just
they're in the age of we're trying to show everything is supposed to be good. It's like, that's not how it just works.
No, man. Some people just need to be assholes, dude, because that's how it works.
Yeah, like
there's three
no
people in
ass-
this world, right? There's pussies, there's dicks, and there's assholes, and there's dicks. And dicks
If there's
fuck
no
pussies
assholes,
and
there's no
assholes.
I don't know, whatever.
But-
That's why bleak
All right.
endings nowadays. It's like, oh my god, a bleak ending. It's so good. Like, you know.
I mean, I enjoy a bleak ending.
No, that's
love a
what
bleak
I mean.
ending.
Like a bleak ending is like, oh shit. Okay, I like it.
But all right, Charlie's saying it is time to go. We're gonna wrap this shit up. So, Brody, if you could start us off, please.
I most certainly can. This is your DKB all the way from the land down under saying, I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Thanks for having me once again, gentlemen. It's been an honor.
It's a
Over
pleasure.
to you, Bob.
This is your Killing Machine, Bobby Monse. We'll see you next week for The Guardian. And come to Monster Mania this weekend if you can't to see me and Johnny and have a drink.
Yeah.
And, let's have a good time.
That'd be fun.
Get on the piss.
This is your host with the ghost, Prince of the Paranormal, Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, fucking hate that I can't go to Monster Mania this weekend,
Same,
but
bro. Same.
I'll be wrestling, so
Ooh.
I'll see y'all next Monday.
I'll be wrestling with my crippling anxiety. And this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying, join us next week for Tree Demon or something. I don't know. And lights out.
Woo! Nice.
Nice.
And I am your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying once again, Gorehounds, thank you for joining us for another fantastic episode. Thank you for commenting so much that you guys did. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Great. You guys listen to this audio, still share. Leave us reviews, man. Spotify has a new like review thing. You could leave a little sentence or like almost up to a paragraph if you feel a certain way about an episode.
Preferably positive reviews, but if you guys want to, shit on us,
obviously.
we got thick skin. We can handle that.
And I'll throw it up here real quick. I should have did it earlier, but you could also hit us up at gnmpod@gmail if you got any like ideas, whatever, maybe something for us to review. You can also follow us at Gore N More Podcast on Instagram. You can hit us up through that too. We're always showing what our next episode is. So if you, for some reason, are just catching us or missed it out, you can catch it on there. Other than that, I want to say thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Ready for
Thankfully,
penis.
thankfully.
Never go